Anyway, let me record this.
Right.
Wait, it's not even recording. There it is. It's recording.
Look, hey man, this is history. We never know. We can learn from these mistakes. It's the best thing to record in the history. When people get mad when one race kills another, regardless of who it is, boy, girl, one man, woman, elderly, young, old, it doesn't matter. They want to protest. I seen here in St. Louis when young Mike Brown got shot and killed, which by all means is, I mean, it wasn't right.
It was immorally wrong, yes.
Immorally wrong. But when it comes down to it, why can't we have the same type of respect? I don't even say respect, but upheaval when our own kind kill each other. I ask that question because two things. One, are we ignorant enough to let our own people kill each other and call that just? And when somebody else kill us, it's not?
Or, you know what I'm saying? Some common folk. But it would only seem that nobody wants to talk about anything, you know what I mean? Don't nobody care. They don't want to learn. But yet, you all protest. You do all these things. You don't pay attention to what you're actually saying. Yes. It's fine to go against somebody. Yes. It's fine to blame everybody else. And yes, it's okay to be the last man standing, right? You're wrong. If we can't unite, we never were. So how do you defend yourself? How do you justify your means? How do you do anything that you do if it doesn't make sense? You got to be a unity to be a whole. You can't be one without being the other. Alright, yeah, well, my nickname is Bear. Everybody that pretty much knows me and see my face, yeah, that's Bear. Yeah, that's Bear. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the script on my Dr. B.
Well, pertaining to unity, we need it. This world wouldn't have been built without unity. It has been built with fear to cause unity, but that's not always the case. There has been cases where unity was used in good, where unity used to bring together people, to help make a community thriving. But there's been times where unity brought death and destruction. There's been times where unity almost wiped out races. And unity wiped out racist species of animals. Plants.
Can I ask you a question before we continue?
Mm-hmm.
So, in your perspective of what you're saying, I don't mean to backtrack on you, but to people who don't understand, what is community? Could you explain?
A community is a congregation of people coming together to solve each other's problems and make their lives better. That's what a community is. We work together.
So, is there anybody out here that's actually doing this?
In America, yes and no. To an extent, they are a community. But are they a united community? That's the question you need to ask.
Well then, how can you answer that?
Well, a united community is a community that stands by each other no matter what, under whatever pretense, and will protect each other under any cause.
How do we stop this, or how do we contain, or how do we bring about
this community?
Yeah.
This united community? One has to give up one's self-values. It's kind of like communism, except for it's not on the basis of, you know, there's a leader, because nobody's a leader of a community. everybody works together. Everybody puts in. Everybody makes judgments for the whole.
It's like being an elder of a village. Multiple elders.
Yes, it's like if we have a community and say each community is broken into little smaller parts of 4 to 10 people.
Like towns.
Like little towns. Alright, and you got the president, you got the mayor and stuff like that, but there's nothing like that. You just got a representative of each one of those communities representing them, who represents everybody in a whole to make informed decisions about food, shelter, and how it's distributed. So the Medicare scene, it's not as promising as what it led to be. Everything seems to have its agenda of controlling the masses. Though those that are making a lot of money won't be affected by it, those that aren't will be kind of taxed. I don't know the in and out workings of it, but I do know that I don't want it, and I'm not going to get it.
Well, what he's trying to say, my people, is that the fact of what's going on, don't take light to the Obama healthcare plan. All right, the plan is designed for you to have the RFID chip. Does anybody know what the RFID chip means or what it is? If you don't know, here's the statinizing information. It would be the RFID chip has enough, let's just say poison, has enough poison in there to kill a full-grown elephant in 5 minutes. And imagine what it can do to a human being. It's a chip that goes to implant in your hand. You get to choose your hand, but they prefer the left side, the left hand. And it's placed in 2 different areas. In between here or right here. This thing is dangerous because it has a GPS signal on it at the same time. That means they'll know what you're doing, and it can kill you at any moment, at any moment's notice. But knowing you guys, you probably wouldn't even care about listening to this information. So we're gonna push the issue on something else. Dr. B, what you got for me?
You guys are idiots. Just have to say it that way. True. Embrace it. Learn from it. Once you get out there, you know, the world, I mean, the United States is the last country.
Go ahead, keep talking.
The United States is the last country to reform. It's the last country to come up in upheaval, to fight whatever happens, and anything else like that. So, I just want to say that we need to really do something better, before it's too late.